Each year at Scale Model World, we get to see what brands are bringing to the table, and this year was no different. Of course, Airfix were one of the big announcements this year, bringing their BF 109 in 1/24 scale to the show. That came out on Friday and has been getting endless hype. In fact, I already did an interview with Dale, which you can go check out after this video, of course, where we talk about not just, I guess, the BF 109, but also just Airfix in general and how the year has been for them. But let's go and have a look at their stand so we can see what they've got in their range at the moment, and also, of course, have a look at the BF 109.
As usual, Airfix's stand contains the majority of their range at the moment. And as you can see, there's a couple of things I built here, like their new starter set, Eurofighter Typhoon. The box arts are stacked up at the back, and it really makes you admire the wide selection of model kits available from Airfix. Unlike some of the other manufacturers, Airfix have focused primarily on their models, but they do have some of their merchandise at the end of the table as well, as long as some of their other styles of releases. You'll notice many of these kits came out last year, and some have been reboxed with new liveries. Of course, their Spitfire has also just been re-released in 1/48 scale, and you can see the box art for it there, along with a couple of renditions of the new model, including in Danish schemes, French schemes. There's just so many of them. They really do look fantastic though, and I really appreciate the fact that we've got so many of the liveries available for us to see, because sometimes it's really hard to imagine how the actual model will look compared to the box art. Of course, this year has been huge for Airfix, with the Space range making a comeback with slightly amended new Airfix Space branding. And of course the Flying Dray that we covered, which launched at Royal International Air Tattoo 2025. The centerpiece of Airfix's display, of course, is the Messerschmitt BF 109 G5 6 in 1/24 scale. This is a brand new tooling, and I did an interview with Dale, as I mentioned at the start of this video. It's really cool to see the finished thing already built, including the other liveries as well. The amount of detail that's in this kit is actually insane, and even I'm almost tempted to try and make it, though let's be honest, I can't even finish my B36 in 1/72 scale, so what chance do I have? I tried to get some pictures of the other liveries as well, just so you can enjoy what's on offer from Airfix's brand new kit. If you want to see the sprues as well, go check out my interview with Dale, because the sprues are at the end of that video too.
Revell are also at the show this year and are stronger than ever. In fact, I really like that we're starting to get the proper big stands from Airfix and Revell, because for a few years it felt like Airfix were sort of the main manufacturer here, and it's nice to see Revell really bringing that competition. They brought some of their newer tools here, including their new larger scale Meteor, and they've done it in all three of the schemes. If you haven't seen it already, Mac Models has already done a video doing the actual build of that and doing it in one of the schemes, but I really love the Belgian scheme that came in. No shade, it's just the Belgian scheme just looks so fun and colourful, and it's got really luminous parts on it, and they've got that on the stand, and it was so nice to see. They've also got some previews of their Hunter kit as well, which look really nice, and just a general display of their range, so let's go and have a look.
Much like with Airfix, Revell have the majority of their range on offer here. And that Tornado looks so beautiful. Please, Revell, release the decals in 1/72. I know you want to. Now, Revell have started doing this thing where they show their models that are not yet out for release, and they did it with the Meteor actually before. If you go look at my Bolton video, you'll see parts of the Meteor were on offer there, and they seem to be continuing this. They, like Airfix, have also got the Meteor, the new 1/32 scale one, in all of the liveries. I must say the Belgian scheme particularly does stand out and looks absolutely gorgeous. This Hunter as well is also shaping up to be a fantastic addition to the Revell range, and I'm really excited to see how it launches. Revell also have Space on offer, which I think is interesting to see, along with their newer, well, not new tool, but old tool new re-release 1144 scale kits. You'll see a lot of these are familiar faces within the Revell range, but they have also included a lot of their more toy range, including these 3D puzzles, which I think look fabulous. Kind of want to try them, not sure if I'd be any good at them, but they seem quite nice. They've also got a large variety of licensed and automotive products, something I'm not personally into, but I'm excited to see a manufacturer continue to push this range. There's also giant submarines, several Star Wars products too. Again, this Tornado, please Revell, release the decals in 1/72. I'm begging you.
Whilst they're not the manufacturers that I have particularly kept up with, Tamiya and Italeri are here through their distributor as well. Now, they don't have like the same representation as like Airfix or Revell just because they come through the distributor, but it's still a fantastic opportunity to go and have a look at what they are bringing to the table. And Italeri, I think, have really started to bring some interesting kits, including large-scale Italian World War II aircraft, and they've continued to release, well, several vehicles which have gone down really well. That's not my forte, but I know there was like a Lancia a few years ago that seemed to be really popular, and let's go and have a look at their stands so we can judge for ourselves.
Tamiya, Italeri and ICM, along with a couple of other brands, are all done through their distributors. I completely did not realise ICM were here in this fashion because last year they had a table that was in Hall 2 and I just didn't realise they were here. I did cover them. The centrepiece for Tamiya was this new F14 and I must say it does look fantastic. On the other hand, I don't think I've actually really built many Tamiya kits, it might even just be one. So at some point I'm going to have to bite the bullet and buy a Tamiya kit to see what all the fuss is about. It does look beautiful though, and I like that they laid out all the sprues so you can see exactly what you're getting into, along with having some built representations. The F-35s in various scales were available for you to see. Now, Tamiya also have different versions, as you can see. They have the A, B and C. And that's really exciting because we don't always see them. And this C model with the folding wings, look how amazing that weathering is. They did such a good job at showing how the F-35 can be more than just a grey blob, because that's the criticism it often gets, is there's nothing too grey with it. And while it does look good, maybe it's the C that I'll get. Maybe I'll try and do a C with all that weathering. Now, they had this other brand next to it, IXO, and it was this giant bus. I'm not too familiar with it, and the same with this new one, which is Cadfi. I will say this looked kind of like a hybrid of Lego and sort of Meccano. I guess Lego have that Technic range, and maybe it's kind of like that. I thought Fenris might enjoy the dinosaurs at the back. Fenris models, if you don't know who they are, they do a lot of dinosaur models. And these dinosaur bone sculptures do look kind of amazing. Probably really good for kids as well, although maybe not with the small parts. ICM were also present here, and this large-scale Tornado from Italeri was also on display and looked absolutely amazing. Italeri are not a range that I often keep up with too much. They have tried to do a lot more larger scale releases, which I think is interesting because other manufacturers seem to have a bit more passion for that recently too. On the other hand, 1144 still seems to be quite neglected, so maybe we'll get some more of that soon. But this 32nd scale Tornado just looks absolutely stellar. Now, ICM's range was smaller than the last year, I would say. They had a lot more on the table last year. I don't know if it was separately last year or what, but they had this Hampton that is in 1/48 scale. The Hampton seems to be quite neglected and 1/72nd, so seeing a 1/48 scale kit is really interesting, and hopefully it gets shaped down to a 1/72nd scale one, if it hasn't already. I did try and get a close-up of these parts. I'm not sure how well it comes across because some of the footage I did on my phone and I thought my phone was a bit better than it was, but I think it looks okay. The detail on this kit does look quite nice, and again, ICM are a brand I've never actually built from, so you'll have to let me know in the comments if it's one that you think I should get, though I'm looking at some of their 72nd scale releases soon. As I say, there were a lot of manufacturers here, and this was from Revell Kits. Not sure who this is, but I mean, great that there was something new here, and it looks like it has rubber tires too. You can also see they had some merch there. Those were Italeri keyrings and Italeri bottle openers. I got both, and the keyring's quite cool because it's got a tape measure in, and I thought that was quite neat. I didn't know where to put this as well. Kosher, I've never built them, and I will never be able to afford to build them. I've heard really mixed things about them, but I thought I would show that, hey, they're here at least.
Now, one of the manufacturers comes, but it just kind of comes as a vendor, which is Edward. So I'll put the footage in with them, but yeah, they're just here as a trader. They do have their like new stuff here, I guess, but it's not like a display like Airfix, Revell, or even Tamiya Italeri, so they're a bit different.
Yeah, so I wasn't joking, it's literally just a giant store, and last year the thing I wanted ran out, so get that on the Saturday.
There are other smaller manufacturers here as well, and they're helping historically. Beacon Models doesn't seem to be here this year, which is a shame, so I always enjoy seeing them. But there are things like the 144, who sell 144 scale models, and you get other manufacturers as well. You also just get other general manufacturers who might sell accessories or sell some just sort of less known kits. Like I say, Freight Models sold a resin kit, and I bought a resin kit from them, which I'll put in here because I can't remember the name on the top of my head, but it's personable. I just thought it looked really lush. Looking in the box, it looks really clean as well, so it'll be easy to put together. But always good to see what people are bringing out. Really good opportunity to see kits that you wouldn't necessarily see. Of course, there's also Gunpla here as well, kind of via Jadlam, and I don't know what's new with them. It's not really a display as such, but they do have some limited edition convention kits, which is really nice to see.
So Anti-Miniatures had so much cool stuff. They had like canal barges, they had large ships and boats. I don't know the difference, so I'm just going to say both to be safe. And they had this really cool airfield diorama, which is what actually drew my attention. I saw it whilst I was on the catwalk and I was walking down. I was like, wow, I need to go see that. It looked stunning. So just like enjoy their range. Go check out their website maybe. Like, it's just so cool. Ever wonder where Sig 144 gets all their cool models from? Okay, it's not just obviously going to be from here, but here's a good starting off point. I haven't actually bought any of their kits, but I was impressed with the wide variety of kits available at this scale. It's kind of amazing. And we also had Zukimura here. Now, this is a brand that has been gathering a lot of attention, and they seem to do like, I don't know, some sort of giveaways whilst I was up interviewing someone, and they made a lot of noise and a big song and dance. Their prices don't seem unreasonable either for the kits that are on offer, so this may be a brand that we see ever increasingly at scale model world. Bandai were present in a way through Jadlam, who provided kits for the Gunpla Make Station. It was really cool.
Well, I guess that's it. Thank you so much for joining me. I will not have covered everything. I will not have covered every manufacturer either. I've really tried my best, but it is impossible for me to remember everyone who's here. So if I've missed anyone, let me know in the comments down below what I've missed, because I really want to know as well. And subscribe to the channel to get up to date with my latest and greatest videos. If you want to help the channel more, you can become a channel member. And that just means that I'll get a little bit of support to help me afford either buying things to later build on the channel, or attending places like this, because this weekend is a lot. And I really appreciate your support. Thank you so much for being here, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Love you, bye!
A shout out goes to all of my subscribers and members, but a special shout out goes to my Advanced Kit Love members, which includes Bobby G, Bob and Genevieve Outbridge, Dafty Duck, David Barber, Jeff Dioramas, and my two longest subscribers at this level, Explosive Water and Crazy Locha. Thank you so much all for your support. And if you like what you've seen here today, make sure to subscribe to the channel to be kept up to date with my latest and greatest videos. And there's a recommended video here just for you. Have a good day. Love you. Bye.